at the authoritative sources that YouTube is promoting, and these are publications that allegedly should be competing with each other for news, for views, for clicks, and yet they're all joining ranks and they're publishing the same articles within the span of 24 hours. Like, what are the odds of that? You know, I understand talking about the same subject if it's a calamity, a major event that happened, like, for example, a Russian drone falls onto Romanian's land and then everyone talks about it. Like I understand that. But why is it that they're all attacking Elon Musk within the same day? Like, not even within the span of a week. How organic is this? Like, how likely it is that these journalists aren't talking with each other behind closed doors from different publications, and they're organizing this campaign, which is very interesting that it comes right after Elon Musk starts exposing the ADL. I wouldn't even say attacking. Like, he's just saying, yeah, I'm going to release the private conversations with them and I'm going to sue their ass. And this is because they're lying about my company. They are preventing advertisers from doing business with my company. They're making me lose billions of dollars. So I think that this is defamation. And it's his right to sue. For some reason, this is unacceptable for the press. And look, it's a troubling defamation threat against the ADL, right? Like, yeah, a lawsuit is troubling. Blames the ADL for destroying website. He ruined himself. I mean, we're going to get into this. But basically, from what I can see, because I looked at many articles, it's not just the ones that I'm showing on screen, but there's more and more. The main claim is that Elon Musk claims to be against anti-Semitism of any kind, but has done precious little to prove it. And this is from Fortune magazine. And in the comments, people are trying to debunk this by saying that more than 99% of the content users and advertisers see on Twitter is healthy, according to an independent research firm, and they estimate that social media hate speech impressions to be 0.003% compared to Twitter's estimate of 0.012%. Look, obviously, people can disagree whether or not this research firm is legit, or, you know, like, maybe they have a political bias, unlike the objective press here. But I can tell you this, as a user myself, and as a user of Twitter yourself, I assume, remember how it was like in 2016, right? Remember when people had parentheses being placed, and they had like various memes, a lot more spiciness on the internet. Not gonna lie, I kind of preferred it how it was then because the internet was more funny and hilarious. But like back then, it was under Jack Dorsey's leadership. And right now, under Elon Musk's leadership, I would say that things have changed dramatically. I don't know where you can find the anti-Semitism, to be honest. Like, if you guys can see anything on Twitter, like, let me know. But I personally can't see anything. Like it's a lot more clean on Twitter than when you go out to have a drink at the pub with friends. Like, people are far more open-minded, and they're able to speak more and discuss more issues in the real world than they can on social media. Now, whether this is good or bad, it's up to people to decide, but you definitely cannot make the statement that under Elon Musk, hate speech is reigning supreme. Unless, of course, you consider that suing an NGO like the ADL, it is hate speech. Right? Like, unless you think of that, then I would have to agree, like, if that is your definition. But looking at what's happening, no, I just don't see it. The second one is from Rolling Stone. This is the most hilarious one. Elon Musk blames ADL for destroying website he ruined himself. This is something that the mainstream media constantly parrots, that Elon Musk has destroyed Twitter. But when you look at it, all the metrics shows that the platform is breaking records. Whether it's monthly users, users per minute, per day, video views, all of these metrics shows that the platform is doing well. The platform, however, is not profitable, and this is due to the fact that Elon Musk is claiming the ADL is spooking the advertisers. So he is filing a lawsuit in order to prove his case. If he is right, then the ADL has to pay damages in the billions. This could actually ruin the organization. If he is wrong, then it is what it is, but it's still his right to sue. Of course, they can also settle. But I view this as desperation from the mainstream media. I view that they're trying to move away the conversation from what is going on Twitter, because with the hashtag ban the ADL, there's a lot of people that have looked into this organization, went on their website, saw the fringe radical conspiracy theories that they're putting out. Like, for example, the OK sign is racist. Pepe the Frog, apparently the meme that leftists use, that's a white supremacist symbol, I think, according to them. Numbers are racist. Like, all this other stuff that makes absolutely no sense. And the ADL doesn't want the public to look into this. They just want to remain in the shadows, just making unilateral decisions, unaccountable. And there are Jewish people, by the way, like prestigious one, that are community leaders, that are opinion influencers, that are calling out the ADL as well. So don't let them make this sound like it's anti-Semitic, because it's definitely not. It's completely politically partisanship here. And by the way, the reason that they keep saying that the OK sign is racist or numbers are racist or stuff like that is so that they can do an investigation on a website or on a platform, and whenever they see like a Pepe the Frog meme being posted, that's a hate case, right? And then they can say, well, we looked at your platform and we found like 9,000 incidents of hate. Now, normal people will think that, well, it's legitimate white supremacy and stuff. But in reality, it could just be Pepe the Frogs, according to the ADL's definition. Or OK signs. And the reason that they make it so difficult to tell what is an actual hate symbol, like a swastika versus an OK sign, is so that they can also apply it however they see fit. Donald Trump makes the OK sign. Oh, that's a hate symbol. AOC makes the OK sign. Just the OK sign. Right? So this is like the tactic that they have been using for so long. And now people that are looking into it, they hate it. They don't want Elon Musk to talk about it. They don't want the discovery part of the lawsuit. They clearly do not want Elon Musk to release the conversation that they had with them. Like, all of this is bothering them a lot. So anyway, apparently civil rights groups attacked by Elon Musk are mounting a counteroffensive. Yeah, okay, civil rights groups. Elon Musk's latest target hits back, The Atlantic. I find it interesting how they frame this, right? Like, the ADL was just doing its thing, minding its own business, and all of a sudden Elon Musk just comes in and it's like, oh, we're going to sue you, let's look into you, hey public, look over here. That's how they're framing it. But if you're looking at what actually happened, the moment Elon Musk took over Twitter, like, it wasn't even giving him the opportunity to make a single change. No, the moment that he took over Twitter, the ADL started pressuring advertisers to boycott Twitter. And it actually happened. And then you have the ADL bragging in interviews, the CEO of them bragging in interviews, Mr. Greenblatt, I think I pronounced it correctly. Yeah, Mr. Greenblatt bragging about how his organization gets to decide policy at Facebook, at Google, at Twitter. And it's like, okay, well, isn't that too much power in the hands of one organization? I mean, like any other person, it doesn't even matter if it's the ADL or not, like any other person that had this much power to pretty much like get to decide what's being shown on the internet, and you don't do that in front of the public so that the public can see. I find that very concerning. I mean, Mr. Greenblatt, I believe he tweeted how he thinks that Tucker Carlson is anti-Semitic. And I'm like, motherfucker, if Tucker Carlson is anti-Semitic, then at this point, who isn't? Like, I guess you have to be Jewish not to be anti-Semitic. And I wouldn't be surprised if he would start calling Jewish people anti-Semitic as well at this point. It is very concerning, isn't it? I think, like, if Milo Yiannopoulos wouldn't have been Jewish himself, he would have been called anti-Semitic, huh? But yeah, so, like, this is what's happening. And it's interesting that all of these publications are joining ranks in order to create a very interesting narrative. And they are absolutely living that on Twitter. When you're going, you get to see the other side of the narrative, and you get to see that people aren't really buying these things anymore. And this is what they're afraid, I believe. It's like social media just allowing people to express themselves. And the moment that happens, like, all the narrative crumbles. Like you cannot say you're fighting hate and white supremacy when you think that the OK sign is racist. When you say that words like it's okay to be white are racist. It's like, normal people are going to look at that and they're going to stop agreeing with you, right? Like, you're losing prestige. Because the next time you're saying, okay, well, this guy is racist, I will have to wonder, like, what did he do? Did he attack a black person on the street because they're black? Or did he say that it's okay to be white? Like what type of racism are we talking about? Because one is definitely more detrimental than the other, so my reaction should also be different, right? Anyway, apparently, like, even GM according to them is bad. GM is like good morning, but it can also mean like some racist stuff according to the ADL. It's just anyway, right? Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you. One more thing. Like the funniest stuff about the ADL, I will tell you. I'll tell you now. The all cops are bastards thing. Like that's when you can see how they switched the political lines, right? So all cops are bastards. The ADL on their website have considered for many time to be a white supremacist thing because skinheads were using it, bikers were using it, right? It kind of makes sense. It's like people who are in trouble with the law usually do not like the cops. On average. Like, there are exceptions. But it's usually like people who like legitimately commit crime and they hate the cops, right? Makes sense. But when you have the left using the slogan during the protests in the United States, and you had like Antifa using it like almost all the time and spraying it all on the walls and stuff, that's when the ADL decided, well, actually, ACAB can also be a call for reform, a call for protest, and it can be good, and fuck off. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.